This is the Action Movie Guys podcast, bringing you action movie reviews from across the decades, plus box office numbers and insight like never before. And now, your hosts of the Action Movie Guys podcast, Alex and Nate.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of the Action Movie Guys podcast. Now, this is episode 209, The Deadpool. Now, this is the final movie of the Dirty Harry franchise. This is from 1988. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa. My co-host is
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
All right, guys, we're just going to go right into it. What did the critics and the audience have to say about this movie, man?
Okay, so this one, continuing the trend with these sequels, I guess. This one sits at a 53% from the critics and a 44% from the audience. So I feel like those are kind of what the last few, it did, the audience dropped. The critics didn't drop as much because the last one was in the 50. I think the last three have been in the 50s.
55,
so
57.
Yeah, they're in the ballpark. But the audience said, no, we don't like the Deadpool movie as much. But I don't know. I mean, not that surprising for a fifth movie where he's kind of older.
He is very older in this movie. I mean, I didn't look up the age for him in this movie, but he did look very Roger Moore-y towards the end of Roger Moore's Mutual Kill.
Right now, this was 33 years ago, and he's like 90-something now. I mean, he had to be close to 60. He had to be, if not 60, very close to it.
Well, with that said, look, let's see if this movie continues the trend of being good, because the last one was really good. We were like, wow, this was actually a good movie. Let's see if the fourth one continues it. Does it end in a stale taste in your mouth? Like, this is really garbage? Or is it one of those things that you go, wow, this is actually a really good movie? But with that said, let's start it off with my man, Lieutenant Callahan, for the final time, Clint Eastwood. Nate, what did you think?
Now, this is going to be pretty crazy. This experience has been pretty crazy because this has been a roller coaster ride of a franchise to me, in the sense that we talked about this. I was hyped. Dirty Harry. I was like, oh, this movie's good. I like this. I want to see where it's going. Then the second one, I didn't like it as much. I said, it's okay. And the third one, I was like, this is kind of whack. So I'm like, now I'm thinking, this is Roger Moore, James Bond. I got all like, I was kind of into it. And then the rest suck. Then part 4 came out and I came back up. I was like, wait a second, this is pretty good. So with this one, I liked him. I liked him again. Well, listen, if nothing else, there's one thing that every single one of these movies has going for it, and that's Clint Eastwood absolutely rules as Harry Callahan. It doesn't matter, even if he's older, it works. He's in great shape. You got that scene where he's jogging with the Asian guy, and you could tell he got some pecs. Like he looked good. Clint Eastwood was fit, so it's not like he was a dusty old like fat guy. He was like in shape, but he doesn't move as quick as he used to. Got to use his smarts. He still has the same attitude, If anything, I would say he was a little less grumpy in this than he was in the last few, but still had some good witty lines in this one. Nothing as quotable as "Make My Day" or "Do You Feel Lucky, Punk?" But still, he was great. I gave him a 5. I don't have any issues with him. A 5 across the board. That might be the first time I ever gave one character a 5 every single time, but the movies never failed him, in my opinion. They always did his character right. And he always had storylines. They tied the old partners being dead. They mentioned it in this. How his partners were dead. I thought he killed another one when they were in that car. I was like, oh my God, this guy's just killing all the partners. But I thought he was great. 5.
I agree with you. I gave him a 5. Man, the one thing, I mean, you're right. The one thing that we realized throughout this entire franchise watch through, they wrote Dirty Harry the same. Yeah. There's no evolution. They didn't progress. They didn't digress. They just left them in an even slate across the board. Loved it. I was like, you know what? He was funnier in this movie. He was really funny. He was not funny like in a ha-ha sense, but he was very not slapstick. He was very sarcastic to everybody. And I loved it. I loved when he walked into the Chinese spot when they were robbing it. And he was like, did you read your fortune cookie? And he was like, you're shit out of luck. And then he started shooting all of them.
That was funny. That was funny.
That was funny. The one with the lady was actually, he got really serious with the lady. I thought it was really cool. There was one thing, before we get to the villain, when he gets his partner, right? He goes, what the hell do I need him for? And then the guy's like selling this whole like
it'll be good.
International.
It'll be good for you to have an Asian American partner or something like that.
Yeah, right. And then he goes, whatever. And then when he starts whooping ass, he goes, it is good to have an Asian American.
When he does the karate, he's like karate.
He does the karate stuff. Yeah.
Or the other line where he's like, where where they're talking and he's like, the guy's like, oh, good luck or something. He's like, tell your grandpa to come paint on my chest or whatever. Because remember he has like the tattoos.
Oh, the lucky tattoo because he knows he's gonna kill him.
Tell your grandpa to come paint me or something like that.
Yeah,
made me laugh.
Yeah, he has some good, and he was really fun. Like, I mean, if that's what Clint Eastwood is, serious, like, I mean, in real life, if you go, hey, can I have your autograph? And he looks like that and he talks like that, then I'll be like, you know what? I don't want your autograph, bro. I'll just take a photo from afar. Because honestly, the character is a dick and a douche.
Yeah.
So if Clint Eastwood is like that.
But he's about justice.
Yeah, he's about justice. But he's still a douche to everybody. But anyway, with that said, look, I gave him a 5, gave him a 5. Main villain.
Okay, so, all right. I got to call it like I see it here. This villain could have been a lot higher. As he is in the movie, I gave him a 3. He does not show his face until the last 15 minutes of the movie, maybe. Like, literally the very end of the third act. So he's like in the shadows the whole time. I'm not crazy about in the shadows villains, and they try to do red herrings, right? Like they try to make it like it's Liam Neeson's character or someone else, like it could be someone else. He does a stupid accent and stuff, and you could tell it's not him. Like when he talks, it doesn't even sound like him. It's like the tone of the voice is not right, but still they try. But at the end of the day, he gets a lot of people. He kills people or gets people killed. He he kidnaps Patricia Clarkson, who was really good in this, by the way, as the reporter. I've always liked her as an actress. I didn't even know she was in this. So it was cool to see her, but he kidnaps her. The part that made me laugh was when he's holding the knife on her and he's like, shoot me. Who knows if my muscles will convulse and I'll bury this knife into her. It's like, what, are you going to be dead and still stab her? Like, give me a break. Yeah. But he gets taken out. He gets taken out pretty easily. Like, they hide. He throws a wrench at a camera. They run and hide. Then there's like a chase, and then he did get blasted with a spear gun, which was awesome.
I'm gonna talk about that in the next category.
That was like such a funny way to get killed with a one-liner and a spear gun. So I gave him a 3. I think he could have been. To me, he could have been as good as the villain from the first one. If he was just up front and like you knew who it was and he had a chance to use that personality disorder thing. But they didn't. They hid him. And then all of a sudden he comes out at the very end.
I agree. I gave him a 3 also. I feel like the character was like the Riddler version in this year, right? 1988 version of the Riddler from the Batman movie. The only difference is you don't see him. You see him committing the murders. I like that whole murder mystery type feel into the film, but to the sense of you have to show a little bit. Like, at least give me who's doing it. I don't mind if you're not going to show him much, but at least give me like a mirror image of the damn guy or something different. Not wait till like the last 10 minutes of the movie, then you reveal who it was. But yeah, you're right. I liked him. I thought he was really good. He would have been way better if they showed him more doing the killing. I would have been like, yo, this is actually, like, you show it the first time when he kills Jim Carrey. You go, okay, fine. You didn't show him. But towards the end, I would have been like, okay, cool. You get to see him little by little. So I liked it. I gave it a 3. I mean, 33 because you said a 3 and 3. It's a 3 and a 3. What is your score for your action scenes?
This movie, and I'm not exaggerating here, and this is gonna get funny, I feel like, but this might have the best overall action to me in the whole series. I don't know if it was because it was a little more modern, so like it's shot a little differently, but this one's only 90 minutes. And there's like a lot of action in this movie. There's one reason why I gave it a 4, by the way. I still can't. None of them are a 5 to me. But there's one scene that gives this baby a 4. If there was no other action in this whole movie, there's a car chase with a car and then another car and then a remote control car. And the remote control car is shot as if it's like they show it doing the jumps. They show it like watching. I kid you not. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was like, they're really shooting this little tiny car like if it's a real life big car.
Right.
But I respect it. Because they didn't make... Sure, it's naturally funny, but they didn't like make it goofy. They just did it like it was real. So like you see Harry coming flying off the thing, and then you see this little tiny car come flying. I could not stop laughing, but at the same time, that crap was scary because it was a bomb. So
yeah, C4. Yeah.
When they get in the little alleyway, it's just the little car. And then the bad guy's like, you made a wrong move. And it slowly creeps up to the car. Oh my God. I couldn't help but laugh, but also I really liked it. It was like a good laughter. It wasn't like, wow, this is so stupid, I hate it. It was like, this is kind of stupid, but I like it. And it made me laugh. Other than that, get a lot of shooting. You get a guy get shot with a spear gun. I thought the action was good, but the car chase alone, I would have gave it the score. So I gave it a 4.
Yeah. Dude, I'm with you on this one. It's not a 5, it's a 4, but it's a pretty good 4. It's 80s 4 on this one. I mean,
4.
This is straight cheese whiz 4. Like, I mean, this is cheesy to the bone. This is 80s. This is straight 80s cheese right here. I liked it. The action sequences are so fucking funny in this movie. It's not even funny. The Chinese restaurant alone is one of the most funny scenes. He shoots all of them, right, with his revolver. Then he goes into, like, everywhere he goes, there's some type of shooting or some type of fighting.
Yeah.
But I got to get to the scene, all right? I know you already talked about your RC car. I have to talk about the ending.
80 miles an hour.
I have to talk about the ending. This harpoon looked like it came straight out of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It looked like it came out of a Looney Tune movie. He came out of the fog, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna come out with that silver gun, the one that was like automatic.
Magnum. Oh,
the automatic one that we loved?
Yeah, the automatic.
I thought he's going to come out the fog, right? And I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is where Dirty gets Harry. And I was like, let's get it.
This is where Dirty gets Harry.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is where he gets his name from. He starts, right? The fog comes out. And you see they pan like right here. They pan right his chest and his head. And you're like, this shit is going to get serious. And he stands, and the bad guy's like, where am I going? Where am I going, right? He turns around. He goes, I can't go nowhere. Right? He's like, where am I going? All of a sudden, you see Dirty Harry coming from the pocket. I'm like, oh, you're done, bro. And then he comes out with this big ass harpoon, but
what's that thing made to shoot whales? It looked like the gun from, you remember the show American Gladiators?
Yes, when they have it on top of the
thing. But with a harpoon in it.
Yo, I laughed so hard. And my wife is like, what is going on? I'm like, where did they leave this? Like, who leaves that harpoon? Like, anyway, he comes out the fog, right? And he goes, you're shit out of luck. And he shoots right through the house. Yo, I'm sorry. When I saw that big gun emerge from the fog, I was like, this movie is so epic. And it continues the stupid ass endings for Dirty Harry. We got the cop falling off a pier dying. We got the he can't swim, he drowns.
The guy just drives off the boat. Oh my God.
We got that one, part 2.
Yeah.
Part 3. The bad guy leaves the mayor and goes up and gets blown up. Yeah. He gets
a tiny rocket. So he has a tiny rocket launcher, but a gigantic harpoon.
Yeah. Then in part 4, what happened in part 4? It was another stupid ending.
Oh, no. Part 4 is the one where he comes out in the pier at the end, remember?
Oh, in the pier. That was badass. That was
badass.
That was more badass. And then this one ends in another pier with a Looney Tunes harpoon. And he says, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have slapped it a 5 if he came out with a bigger harpoon. Like, it was like a bigger one. Like
shoulder
Commando.
He shot him with that whale gun. I mean, between the enormous harpoon and the 85-mile-an-hour remote control car, this had the best action. Like, it was my favorite action, I should say, at least.
It is. Oh, it is. Oh, man. No, this was good. Look, I gave it a 4. You gave it a 4. Okay, storyline.
Storyline's okay, to be honest. It's okay. It's for such a short movie, they tried to do that, like I mentioned earlier, the red herring thing where like they try to throw you off, but you absolutely know it's not Liam Neeson who's doing it, you know? So that wasn't super effective. It was pretty basic at this point. You know what I mean? Like, bad guy killing people. I do like the inclusion of the Deadpool list. I thought that was a pretty cool way to, something extra to tie in. I I liked Patricia Clarkson, but I didn't get their kind of like relationship. It was kind of weird. Like chucks her camera, which that scene was hilarious too, by the way. He's like,
I can't.
He's like, get out of here. He throws the camera. And then the chief is like, we didn't tell you to stop blowing up cars so you could start breaking cameras. He's like, always got to destroy something. So like that, it was fine. I gave it a 3. It's not bad, but also it's like, honestly, this one felt, out of all the movies of Dirty Harry, this one felt like it had a storyline that was there just to do these action scenes. Whereas the other ones, I felt like they had stories and then action was mixed in.
Right.
This one was the other way around. Not bad. So a 3 for me. It was good.
I'm a little higher than you. I gave it a 4. Nice. I was enjoyed by this, and I agree with everything you said. But my thing is, this is a way better storyline than part 3. Like, way better. Like, I was more invested. I mean, we were laughing, but I mean, we were not supposed to laugh. But again, it's 88, and it's kind of funny, right? Yeah. But I thought this was a way better story than part 3 by a long shot. I was more entertained by the terrorists, the Vietnam terrorist group.
They were the worst.
They were horrible. So for me, I enjoyed this way more. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a 4 because I did enjoy this movie. I mean, we're in a storyline, so we could talk about it. I mean, you got Guns N' Roses in it. Right?
Yeah.
You got Jim Carrey when he's doing the music video. You got Liam Neeson, right? And again, Jim Carrey's not at his prime, but you could see where he's going to become a legend a comedic legend from there on. He was good for the 2-second cameo that he did. Liam Neeson, he was okay. He was good. He's not the Taken version. You can see he was still, he's still raw there in terms of the acting. I liked him. He was okay. But overall, in terms of the movie, I had fun with it at the end of it. Like, it was fun. Anywhere, it reminded me like of a serious Naked Gun movie. Like, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
right?
It seemed like a spoof of cop movies.
Yeah,
because everywhere he went,
there was something happening. He destroys everything because every time they show the commissioner, he's like, "You destroyed 14,400 and something in cars." And because remember the beginning of the movie, they shot up his car and the guy went nuts.
Yeah, he's like, blame the other guy. Blame
that guy. He's like, "What are you charging me for?"
I didn't do it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a 4 for me. You gave it a 3 overall.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. So that's why, actually, for the overall, I gave it a 4. I had a blast with this movie. It's not like, it's nowhere near, it's a far departure from the first movie. Like, if you were to watch Dirty Harry and then not watch any sequels and then just put in this one, you'd be like, what the hell? Like, this is like not even in the same league. But for some reason, watching them in order, this feels like a breath of fresh air compared to some of the other ones. Yeah. I had a blast. This one has to have the best cast, like overall, like actors you've seen, like Liam Neeson, Patricia Clarkson, James Carey, as he's written in the credits, James Carey, which, by the way, bonus point for that, because that's my favorite comedic actor ever. So when he popped up in that music video, I was like, what? First of all, why is there a music video of Guns N' Roses in the middle of this movie? Number 2, why is that Jim Carrey doing this dance to the thing? I love the scene. I thought it was hilarious. I agree with you. He's in one scene, but he's such a talent. He was such a talent, especially then when he was younger. Yeah. Like, he's really good in his one little scene. His death scene was kind of lame. Like, I just like shoves drugs in him, but whatever. It was fine. But I thought this movie was a ton of fun. I had a really good time watching it. It was short. This is how long these movies need to be. 90 minutes. Get in, blow some stuff up, let this guy be grumpy, get me home. This movie nailed it, so I gave it a 4.
Overall, man, a 4. I gave it a 4. This movie was actually, to be honest with you, I had fun with it. I thought it was good. I was like, you know what? It kind of shocked me. I thought it was going to end on a shitty note, and it did.
I mean, judging by the Rotten Tomato scores, you would think this was a piece of crap.
Oh, yeah. I
watched something different.
Yeah, we did. We watched 2 totally different movies, but I loved it, though. I said, you know what? I'm like, this movie was actually fun. It was creative. At certain parts with the remote control cars and the harpoon at the end. Creative ways to kill people. I was like, I loved it. We got the same old Dirty Harry, just a way older character. And I liked it. I was very stunned. And overall, like, we're going to do all 5 of them. Like, you know what? I'm very stunned. This could be the first franchise that I kind of enjoyed 1 through 5. Like, I
liked it as the whole. I ended up liking it on the whole because I think the last 2 were really good. Like, I liked... The first one is like actually a classic film. The other ones don't feel like they're in that classic ballpark at all. But I think, on the whole, it works. But I thought the last 2 were strong. So it's interesting that it went out, to me, it went out on a high note because, I thought the movie was a blast.
Yeah, I thought so, too. I agree. I mean, look, with that said, what's your total points?
Yeah, for me, it's a total of a 19. I was surprised. I really thought this was going to not be that good. Like, I went to rent it. I had to rent this one to watch it. It was only $3, and I rented it because it didn't come in my Dirty Harry collection. I was like, okay, $3. And I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score when I went to rent it, and I was like, oh, no. But then again, I was like, but the last one was like this, so maybe I'll like it. And sure enough, I was like, this movie's great. If you've never seen it, if for nothing else, watch it for the remote control car chase. Because you will be on the floor laughing, but also you'll be like, this is great. This is the greatest car chase I've ever seen. So 19 out of 25.
I gave it a 20 out of 25. I'm stunned. I'm shocked. This movie is actually really good. It's actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I mean, Clint Eastwood, I mean, he puts a lot of, I mean, the dude was fit, man. He was running.
He was great.
He was great. Yeah.
He was he looked like, man. You know?
Yeah, he ran. You could see he was running in his stunts at the end of the movie. So I give him a lot of respect with that. All right, 2019. What's coming up next on the podcast?
All right, next up, we're going to be continuing on with our female-driven, female-led action films with a little bit of Haywire starring Gina Carano. And then next week, now this is going to be interesting. It's taking us a long time to get to these movies. Our next franchise is going to tie in both our women-led action movies and our topic for next month, which is video game movies. And it's going to be a little bit of both because we're going to be doing some Resident Evil. Now, of course, we're only going to be doing the Mila Jovovich movie, so no Raccoon City. That's its own separate thing.
Yeah.
So six, I can't believe there's six Resident Evil films, starting with, of course, Resident Evil. So that's what we're going to be coming up on our next franchise.
Awesome. All right, guys, if you want to follow us on our social media accounts, please follow Nate over on Instagram at Netflix Reviews. Check out the podcast with him and his friends called Netflix Movie Reviews. Anything action movie, guys, head over to youtube.com/Geeks and Flicks for the video version of the podcast, or head over to our official website at www.geeksandflicks.com for anything action movie, guys, or anything Geeks and Flicks. We have stores. You could join the Patreon and watch your favorite episodes filmed behind the scenes, and you could join us afterwards and hang out with us for a few. Other than that, I'm your host, Alex Figueroa, and he is
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
Be awesome to each other and geek out.